This might sound crazy, coming from someone who loved the original Switch, but I'm just not excited for the Switch 2. And it's not because of the specs. In fact, it's exactly what I wanted. More power, better visuals, mouse support, even AI upscaling. On paper, it's a dream. So why am I sitting here weeks away from launch with zero hype? Because specs don't sell consoles, games do. And the one game I was hyped for me, it got downgraded from dream project to something I probably won't even play at launch. Let me walk you through why the Switch 2 went from a day one pre-order to something I almost canceled. I still remember playing the original Switch for the first time. I got it for Smash Bros. Ultimate, but it was Breath of the Wild that made me fall in love with the system. That sense of freedom, portability, and innovation, the Switch felt like a revolution. So when I heard about the Switch 2, I was all in. All I wanted was a more powerful Switch 1. That's it. Just give me the same experience, but with modern hardware so I can play current gen games without the frame rate dipping into the 20s. And when they showed off things like mouse support and AI upscaling, I thought, Nintendo's actually going to do it. This could be the greatest console ever. But after the Switch 2 Direct, the more I looked into it, the less excited I got. First, the price. A bit steeper than I expected, but fine, I can live with that. Then I find out physical games aren't really physical anymore. A lot of third-party games don't have the actual game on the cartridge, they're just basically unlock keys for an online download. Those stung a bit, but what really killed my hype was Duskbloods. I was ready to pre-order the Switch 2 just for that game. A Firm Software exclusive for Switch? I mean, come on, I don't need to see a single thing about it. I'm in. But then we find out it's a multiplayer focused title. Not saying it won't be good, but I don't buy Firm Software games for the multiplayer. I want that deep, lonely, brutal single player experience. And suddenly the one game I cared about became let's wait and see. Here's the truth. I think the Switch 2 will deliver on everything it promised. Power, performance, even innovation. But there's nothing I want to play on it day one. Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, and Metroid Prime 4, I don't think are gonna be for me. Each of those games has shown off a bunch of stuff. I don't know what more they could show honestly at this point that would get me to be like, yeah, that's hype. Let me pre-order that. Tears of the Kingdom getting a performance boost? That's cool, but I've already beaten it. I'll probably try playing it again, but I don't need a better frame rate to appreciate what I've already finished. And the one game I am somewhat excited for doesn't even have a release date yet. And half the reason I'm excited for it would be if it had deep gameplay mechanics, which I doubt it will, but a man can hope. I mean, I gotta try to have something to be excited about. The Switch 2 is a console waiting for a reason to exist, and for me, that reason just isn't here yet. Maybe part of it is that I feel out of sync with the current hype. The Direct was 2 months before launch, and we're just weeks away now from release. I've watched all the coverage, and I'm happy for everyone that's hype and excited. I just wish I could join in. Thinking on it, my younger self would be disappointed. This is the first time in my life I genuinely didn't care if I missed a console pre-order. And look, I think it's clear I'm not trying to dunk or shit on Nintendo. It's clearly a me problem. I think they're genuinely innovating. Mouse support is literally game-changing if third-party developers actually use it. But I also think a lot of people are afraid to be in the middle. With current online culture, I feel like you either have to be all in on the hype or you're just being negative. Or you could also be on the opposite end of the spectrum and all in on the hating. I'm neither. I'm just waiting for the thing that makes me care. I'm looking at you, Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War remake. Where the fuck's that at? I haven't written off the Switch 2. Not even close. In fact, I still think it has crazy potential. I would bet money it will be a success. I actually literally am betting money because half my stock portfolio is in Nintendo. But I've learned that hardware alone isn't what excites me. It's the games, the worlds I want to live in, the stories I want to explore, and right now those just aren't here. For me. So I'll hold on to my pre-order, I'll keep my eyes on releases, but I'm not going to pretend to be excited just because I feel like I'm supposed to be. If Nintendo wants my hype, they need to give me a reason. Not promises, not potential. A game that makes me say, I need this console right now. And there you have it. That was me venting my lack of hype for this $500 console I pre-ordered. Let me know in the comments, are you hyped for the Switch 2, or are you like me, waiting for that one game to change your mind?